I had a discussion with an official, and over certain rules, I was right, he was wrong. But the problem with some officials, they think they know what is best. They think they understand the game. They act like they know the game. They don't know the game. They're aware of the game. So we'll just say they're aware of the game. I know the game. They may be able to, pass a test, recite word for word the rules and the interpretations of the game. But if they haven't played and they actually experience, the game itself and actually competed, you're going to have a hard time interpreting those rules and calling an effective game, because you won't understand. They'll act like they know the game, but they don't know the game. It's like from the movie White Man Can't Jump, when they had that whole fight about Jimi Hendrix. He's like, what you listen to? Jimi Hendrix. Well, you're listening, but you're not hearing. What do you mean I'm not here? I'm listening to it. Yeah, that's exactly it. You're not hearing it. White people cannot hear it. That's from the movie. Soccer referees, if you haven't played, you don't know the game. You don't know it. And so this was the discussion. And that was probably a horrible analogy, but it is what it is on my one take podcast going to work. So the discussion was, you can't have your players extend their arms out to head the ball. And I'm like, yeah, my guys are going to extend their arms out and create a pocket for their head to strike the ball with their forehead so they don't strike other people. And he goes, well, if they're going to extend their arms, that's going to be a red card. I'm like, I'd rather get a red card than one of my kids getting a concussion or cut up or something worse. I mean, I've seen kids have horrible face injuries and head lacerations from jumping up with their hands to their side like a fish out of water trying to head the ball. That is dumb. You jump up, you protect yourself, you create a pocket, you strike the ball, and as you strike the ball, if someone's going to try to challenge you, they run into your arm, or at least you could feel, that's part of your eyes is feeling with your arms, that you don't crack your head in someone else's head. It's dangerous. You can't look at a ball and look at other people at the same time. That's too difficult. That's why you have to extend your arms out and create a pocket. And I was trying to explain that to him. He's like, no, you're going to get red. I'm like, fine. Give red cards to everybody. But if you actually watch the game, that's how you're supposed to do it. You have to protect yourself. And if both, there's one thing when you're driving an elbow on someone, but when you are lifting your arms up to create extending your elbows out and your arms in front of you so you have a pocket to head the ball, if everyone did that, you'd be okay because the arms would hit the arms. But yeah, you occasionally going to have, a head in the way and stuff like that. But better than head on head. Having two concussions, I'd rather have just have one concussion. So can you hear what I'm saying? No, you're listening, but you're not hearing because you can't hear. You don't understand. It's like either you hear Jimmy or you don't hear Jimmy. You're either listening or you're hearing, and that's a problem we have. So referees out there, yeah, you can pass a test. You can call the rules however you want, but you can extend when you jump in the air. Extend, bring your elbows out, create a pocket, protect your head, because we don't want concussions ever, or head lacerations and bleeding, all that stuff. And if another player jumps into you and takes an elbow to the cranium, so be it. Stay out of his pocket and we'll all be fine. Those are my thoughts today on the I-10 heading to work. Goodbye.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.